Hello there guys, welcome back to the e-bike repairs YouTube channel. My name's Darsh and I take apart and fix very fun and exciting stuff for... Oh, hello. That's just held on there with a bit of glue, is it? Interesting. For reference, D-A-R-S-H, Darsh, just in case anyone was wondering. I know it's not super obvious with speaking it out loud. Anyway, well that's fallen off. I've got this. This is a Heinzmann battery pack from a converted mobility trike, which is interesting. Got our charger here, 42 volts output, 2 pins on the plug, charge port, battery power meter there. It is showing all green lights, and we are 36 volt, 14.25 amp hour. Rosenberger charge port or discharge port over there. Let's see what it's reading. Nothing. Nothing at all. Some kind of Torx bit to get into this bad boy. Let's have a look, shall we? So this is Torx 15. Nope. Let's try a... Hey, what's this? T10, there we go. It is in fact a T10. They're all siliconed in, these bolts, but well, that won't last long, will it? One, two, three, four. Oh. And they look like that. They'll be, let's see what they are. The bolt checky thing here. M3 by the look of it. Okay. Let's see what we've got underneath here, shall we? What kind of fun. Prying going in the corner. Oh, there we go. Like. Oh no, all the pins are connected. Okay, if all the pins are connected, it may in fact mean that there is communication. A nightmare. Okay. That might slide out that way if I hold all that at the right angle. So I need to pop these screws out of this side. They'll be the same, 4 are the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bit longer, these ones. Same size but longer. 1, 2. I'm not going to get 3 and 4 out, am I? Oh, it's all clever and stuff. Why don't they make these things simple? Pop that one out. There we go. Extruded aluminium case. Looks absolutely fine. You know, standard like stuff. Draw for that to go in. Go. Okay, where are those screws that I'd lost from earlier? There's one, even longer. And then there's another one. Also quite long. Okay. So why aren't we getting any power out of view. Okay, we've got Samsung 29E cells. That'll be 10S, probably 5p, I would imagine. Yep, 5p, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, custom nickel, nice thick stuff. Very good. Oh, there's a fuse. Here's our fun BMS. Let me just move some of these bits out of the way. Let's see about this fuse. £40 amp. Doesn't look blown to me, but can't hurt to continuity check it. Meter to diode mode, and fuse regrettably is not blown. It could be that this only puts out power once it's connected to things. See what we've got. That's our communication up there, off to this port. Everything feels kind of attached, but let's see. From our positive, does that go? Yeah, that way. To our negative, we've got no voltage on the output. So from there to there, we've got absolutely full voltage. So the BMS isn't letting power out for some reason. Oh, it just floats around in there. A close-up of it. We've got a shunt, some things, MOSFETs, controllers, Digilog GmbH AKK11. I don't see anything immediately burned or blown up on there. Bit of cell balancing. On this side, yeah, again I don't see anything immediately burned or blown up. There is a little fuse down on the board here, I can see. Pliers. Move that over. The fuse just there. 5 amp fuse. Probably only be for charging, but that's not blown either. We could have a poke at some cell voltages. See what they're doing, but certainly sounds. That's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 wires. Because some of them go off to this connector here. No, that's not them. Charge bottle appears intact. Charge port wiring appears intact. What are our extra wires for then? Why have we got 15 balance leads? Probably a temp sensor or something. Not immediately seeing anything obvious, but could be that it's got communication, it won't turn on till that has been seen. Why are there so many balance wires? We don't need that many. Ah, yeah, we've got some temp sensors kicking around. So brown and blue goes to a temp sensor. Aha. And there's another one in here, which is yellow and grey. So brown, blue, yellow, grey. Okay, so probably starts over here, goes to here. Or is just no voltage on any of them? Can't be right. Let's have it out. Tell me then, won't it? You in frame? Hopefully you're in frame. Oh, you can almost see it and everything. Very impressive. Yeah, the cell voltages are all going to be absolutely fine on this. I'm checking just to be sure, but it's perfectly balanced to me. Let's see, I think this might be temp sensor, so I'll get nothing on that. Uh, 4.1, 8.2, 12.3, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 33, 37, and 41. Yeah, so cell voltages are all good. We appear to be looking at some kind of BMS upset. I think what I'm going to have to do is get the Trikin. The chap only drops off the battery. There's nothing wrong with the cells. I don't want to go ahead and replace the BMS in case there is communication. I'm getting nothing out of here. Between there and there. That's right, there and there. Nothing at all. I wonder if you get anything while the charger's plugged in. The BMS still lights up. And once that's plugged in, we get can't get 2 volts on the charger, surely. Oh, there you go. 42 volts on the charge port, but something's loose in there. I've got to push on the charge port to get that voltage with this hand. And when I let go, you stop seeing it. It's interesting. So if I go from here to here, don't get any voltage, the charger pushed all the way in. Still don't, but there's certainly something loose about this here charge port. Don't think this comes apart though, does it? It's like a single moulded piece. Thankfully there's nothing too special about that, so I can just get rid of this one and install a you know, traditional sort of one of these, and we should be golden there. To check with the customer whether it actually works or not, this thing, or if it's just the charging that's faulty. But we'll see. I'll come back to this. Okay, you rejoin me a little while later, and now I've swapped over the port on the charger. These things aren't great because they're a bit mushy and see it's not quite straight on there. They're not ideal, these replacement tips. You're better off cutting and doing an ugly wire join, I think, onto like one of these types of things, a pre-made jack, because then the connection in here is really solid. But the wire gauge in those adapters I've always found is so thin, it's terrible. This is, yeah, it'll work. As long as they're careful with it, it'll be absolutely fine, just don't be too brutal. So green light on there. And then I've replaced the charge port in here. This charge port is unfortunately a completely different bloody size. So it's much bigger than what you'd get on anything else. Of course it is, it's Heinzmann. So I put that in there and I had to put an extra nut on this side, then the rubber grommet, and then a nut on the back side, and I've just filled the entire thing with hot glue so it can't come out. Just the whole thing completely up. But now, if we measure across the charge port there, we've got, I'm measuring backwards so we'll see a minus number, but we've got 42 volts across there without having to wiggle this bloody thing around. So hopefully that will solve their woes. We'll see. We'll see.